Well, man, you know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? It was good with the people. Gotta hurry up, man. It's the crack of dawn up here, man. It's early in the morning, you know what I'm talking about, man. So I got a lot of running around to do this morning. So, man, y'all know my thing. Shout out to the penitentiaries, man. People like he, ha ha, you know what I'm talking about, Ken and the pen, all my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? And Dugu, Mike, Cutthroat and them, Lil Rue, not Lil Rube, Lil Rue, you know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next. Same thing, everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. But yeah, just everybody, man. I don't promote no drug usage, no drug sellage. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. No. I don't promote no crime, violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote nothing, man. I'm not prejudiced. I don't have nothing against the sexually different. I don't got nothing against the little people, man. Nah, man. Me, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, man. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, I don't promote nothing. All I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you gonna do with your time, people. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you find the right thing, do with your time, people, because we just don't know how much of it we got, man. You know what I'm talking about? But you could be like myself, man. I ain't nothing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide and this thing. No, man. Worldwide Incorporated. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide INC, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide. What you say, bro? Worldwide. He say, what's wrong with you, bro? Hold on, y'all. I'm right back up on you, man. Mama say, Bursting Wizards when you on TV, man. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, they say, what's the name of this one? How's y'all doing on this soggy Sunday? They ain't gonna never change, man. You say they ain't gonna never change. Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Uh, you say, what's this one right here, man? Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, this one right here, this is gonna be called, I was thinking about what I'm gonna call it solid substance, though. This is gonna be called solid substance, you know what I'm talking about? I started the name of shabby substance. But you know what I'm talking about? That's neither here nor there what I started to do. You know what I'm talking about? But this one right here is just gonna be called solid substance. I'm gonna say, bro, here you go again. You always talking about solid this, solid. You know what I realized, bro? Everybody always talk about what they talk about. It's just like before I even get started, man. Please tell me y'all seen that fight last night with Teofimo Lopez. Solid substance, man. Listen, man. I sat right there and watched ESPN shit on nephew again, right? Now they talking about everybody at 140 pounds and all these people. I sat here and watched this nigga on ESPN basically take up for a drug cheat. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga said some shit like, as you see the other dude, he popped dirty and he's a champion now. I'm just saying, man, people will forget. Like they really on board with that shit, folks. They really on board with that shit. Not only that, I'm watching this Teofimo Lopez fight. I mean, he won the fight. Dude was pressing that nigga like a motherfucker, bro. Dude walked that nigga down the whole fight, man. T.O. ain't, man, please, bro. That motherfuckers actually in their mind, bro. They was talking like T.O. was a big ass name or something. They was like, man, he can move to 147 and the biggest fights up there is Boots. Man, Teofimo Lopez has had that nigga lost to that Jermaine dude. That nigga lost to Sandor Martin. He got the man. That nigga done lost 2 or 3 times, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And they didn't have to save him, and they just trying to make it seem like this nigga a household name. They was actually up there last night, just trying to make this nigga seem like he was way bigger than what he was. Like this nigga just got the name and the motherfucking celebrity status where he could just. Man, that nigga's garbage, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga had that nigga he was fighting last night, man. Don't know nobody know who that nigga is, bruh. That nigga T.O. he ain't even bought his power with him from 135 or nothing, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga ain't knocking nobody out no more, bruh. That nigga was sitting there eating that shit. That nobody nigga was eating that shit. That nigga was hitting that nigga as hard as he could, bro. That nigga was walking straight through that shit and walking that nigga straight back down. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all seen that nigga face? He was tearing his ass up. He didn't win the fight, but he was tearing his ass up. He was touching the shit out of T.O. But it's hella funny to me how they just wrote nephew off. ESPN, bro. They sitting up there talking. They was talking about Ryan Garcia, the nigga who cheated more than they was talking about nephew. They teasing him and shit talking about, oh man, enough already talking about he's a champion in recess. Man, I ain't never seen nobody ever, bro, get celebrated for cheating, folks. And they act like the nigga who got cheated is the one who holding up the game. Nigga, something straight out of comic book. Now, I wonder now, if the same, you see the way nephew got cheated, I was just telling my partner this last night. Because ever since Ryan Garcia then cheated, everybody actually act like that was a real fight. Everybody keeps saying you can't unsee that shit. You know what you can't unsee, nigga? It's a bunch of shit you can't unsee, bruh. I can't unsee Tyson Fury getting walked around the motherfucking ring by a middleweight. I ain't heard nobody say that shit yet. You know what I'm talking about? I can't unsee Teofimo Lopez getting dropped by Sandor, or whatever the fuck his name is, Sandor Martin. I can't unsee that. I can't unsee Ryan Garcia getting dropped by Luke Campbell. There's a lot of shit you can't unsee. But they act like that, man, that shit crazy as a motherfucker. Then when you just be stating facts, motherfucker act like you just in love with a nephew. Oh man, fuck a nigga cheated, bro. And that's what I'm saying about the way of the world, man. Solid substance. Like motherfucker just don't want to call what it is. It'd be like, okay, he cheated, but he still couldn't block. Bro, you was getting hit with a steroid punch. And you know what's so cold about this shit? I'm gonna tell you the last thing before I get on with my if you talk to people, they act like nephew got knocked out. If you talk to people, a lot of people don't even know nephew went 12 rounds. And it was still close. They not gonna say none of that shit. I had to go watch that fight again. You know what I'm talking about? I had to go watch that fight again just so I could, you know what I'm talking about? I could be confident in what I saw. And you know what was funny during that whole fight? The announcers wasn't announcing that fight like nephew was getting beat up. They was talking about, oh man, this is a good fight. We got a barn burner in Las Vegas. The announcers was calling it like it was a close fight. Yeah, they wasn't calling the fight like it was a blowout. You know what I'm talking about? They wasn't calling the fight like nephew was just getting destroyed. They was talking about we don't know who's winning this fight. You know what I'm talking about? Even with all them knockdowns. That's what the announcers were saying. The announcers was talking about how what a hell of a fight it was. You know what I'm talking about? They wasn't calling that fight like nephew was just getting destroyed. I noticed that. But just the average person, they have jumped on Ryan Garcia, bro. You know what I mean? They have actually just jumped on this nigga bandwagon and made him bigger than boxing. You feel what I'm saying? When I seen that shit on ESPN, I say, man, white people crazy as a motherfucker. White people crazy as a motherfucker. And black people just crazy for going along with this shit. This nigga was on ESPN, so this nigga worked for ESPN, and I bet you, I know somebody else peeped it. You know what I'm talking about? I know somebody else peeped it. And they was actually like, the other dude was trying to get him to shut up. Like, man, you don't stop talking about Ryan Garcia, bro. That nigga was off steroids, bro. You know what I'm talking about? The other nigga was like, well, we have another dude, the Paro dude who just beat Matias. He was like, he just popped dirty for drugs, man, and he's a champion at 140 now. People will forget. People will forget. People will forget, bro. What sense do that make, folks? People will forget this nigga cheated. Nigga, something straight out of comic book. Just the world we living in, man. Solid substance, folks. You know what I mean? Have some to yourself, folks. Yeah, have some solid substance to yourself, folks. You know what I mean? Because I've been telling you that, like, for the last couple of days, though. I'm just telling you how the people, how we got it now, bro. Like, we don't care about our characters and nothing. It don't be nothing to us. We don't be having no substance, bro. We don't be honest. We don't be loyal. We just be all over the place, bro. You know what I'm talking about? We a bad friend, a bad relationship, just waiting to happen. We a bad family member just waiting to happen, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's how we fuck with it. You say we make solid substance. Listen, folks. Because I don't know what's wrong with y'all now. Y'all categorize everything, give everything a name. I told you, if I hear one more nigga call another nigga a Pookie and a Ray Ray, where y'all get this shit from, folks? Where do y'all get this shit from? Y'all let anybody come around here and do anything, bruh. Y'all let another Saguni ass acting nigga come around here and give a nigga who was a Saguni. That shit be getting on my nerves, bruh. They say, bruh, you hating. I'm not hating, bruh. This just the shit y'all overlook. The same, I ain't gonna even get into that, bruh. Y'all just overlook shit, bruh. Y'all will. Y'all just overlook shit and catch on to the dumbest shit in the world. Y'all will overlook the real shit and hold on to the fake shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, same nigga giving you advice, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? But he gave you he gave y'all them new names for black people, Pookie and Ray Ray. Solid substance. You say, bruh, can you elaborate? Why, certainly. It's just like how y'all overdo it now with that conversation between the women and the niggas, and you got niggas trying to tell another nigga with a real man. I can't stand when niggas do that, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? A real man is what a real man does, bruh. That's with anything, bruh. A real man is what a real man does. But everybody likes to come up here and give you their definition of what a real man is. And the definition they gonna give you is gonna be all the shit that they do. Because of course they're a real man. Nigga, something straight out of comic book, bruh. Solid substance. Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Yeah, you gotta have something to yourself, folks. You know what I'm talking about? And it's on you to keep up with your character. But like I said, we don't really do that no more. We don't care if our character is raggedy. And I ain't talking about the way you I ain't talking about the clothes you wear, about you keeping yourself groomed and all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about your shabby character. I'm talking about all that lying you be doing, all that stealing you be doing, just all the bullshit you be doing. You know what I'm talking about? You don't have solid substance to yourself, folks. And we have a new thing now, you know what I'm talking about, running around this motherfucker worldwide. They say, what's the new thing, bro? Oh, we'll look like we cool at first. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we play games now. We'll act like we cool at first. But we just sitting over there playing a role. You know what I mean? We just sitting over here playing a role like we cool. Then we fuck around and get mad at something. Then the real us come out. You know what I'm talking about? You just thought you was over here fucking with a loving, caring, loyal person. You know what I'm talking about? Then as soon as they get mad or as soon as they find whatever reason or whatever, then there they go. They don't got that solid substance no more. Now you got to deal with all that petty shit that come with a motherfucker that's angry. Coffee Chronicles. I keep telling you, at that point right there, when somebody else get mad, you gonna know what kind of person you dealing with. That's why it's good to watch yourself. You say, what you talking about, bruh? You gonna know what kind of person you dealing with when they get mad. See, a motherfucker with solid substance, bruh, it don't really matter if they mad, not, you know what I'm talking about, because they a solid person. So a solid person, they not gonna run around and do no bullshit. They just gonna be upset with you. You know what I'm talking about? They just gonna be upset with you and whatever that bullshit you did. See, a solid person is not gonna be upset with you and then run around on a motherfucking slander campaign to try to gather everybody else up to make them feel the same way about you that see they do. Because for some reason now I keep telling you, bro, we have a infatuation with starting these cheerleading squads. You know what I'm talking about? Starting all these hater alliances and shit. You know what I'm talking about? So we and I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all be meeting in the slander campaign. A lot of you niggas right now, especially on this motherfucking computer, y'all know each other because y'all was piling up talking about another nigga. Coffee Chronicles. So half of y'all right now know each other behind the slander campaign. Y'all met hating on another nigga. Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. Hey, would you say we're old lady? Hey, yo, talking about that nigga so straight out of comic book. And you gonna swear to God that ain't what that is. I done seen it too many times. Real life, computer life, and all it boils down is a lot of you motherfuckers is just fake. And the thing now is a lot of fake people that be doing fake shit in their head. They think they real. They say, why do they think they real in their head? Because y'all be co-signing on that fake shit. It's just like a nigga running around here gossiping in people's business. Somebody told me, said, bro, I'm tired of you talking about that. All right. All right. Be tired of it, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? With the, give a fuck what you tired of, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Watch somebody else, Mark. Solid substance, folks. What you got to yourself? You know what I'm talking about? What do you got to yourself? Are you honest? Do you be one of them lying motherfuckers? You know what I'm talking about? Do you steal? Is you one of them backbiting motherfuckers? You know what I'm talking about? Is you one of them people that secretly can't stand to see people doing more than you? Is you one of them people when you see other people then got their blessings or something, do you try to intrude on their blessings? You know what I'm talking about? Your partner told you he just hit for something, you know what I'm talking about? Was you happy for him or was you thinking about how much money you could borrow? Or did you do them like Auntie and them? Y'all seen that video with Auntie and them? Auntie won 500, gave that bitch her $5 back, and the bitch left her. The bitch said you wouldn't have won that 500 without my $5. Auntie said, "Shit, I won. I told you I didn't have no money. You gave me $5. Shit, I gave you your $5 back." You know what I'm talking about? You know what that was right there? Both of them motherfuckers was petty. That's all that was. Both of them was petty. But that's what happens when you get a bunch of petty people together. You know what I'm talking about? You just gonna have a petty situation. Solid substance. You know what I'm talking about? Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Cause in this day right here, it's like nobody has solid substance. So just imagine the kids. Because you got a bunch of motherfuckers with no solid substance raising the kids. You know what I'm talking about? So the people just ain't worth nothing no more today, folks. Not everybody. You still got some good people out there. I know a few of them. You know what I'm talking about? Good thing. Oh yeah, hold on. If you woke up this morning, can you say amen? Amen. You know what I'm talking about? Real wild. Cause right there, man, that's where solid substance start. You say, where do solid substance start, baby? Cause it's being grateful for that breath when you opened your eyes. See, that's where solid substance started at. You know what I'm talking about? You was just happy to be alive. Cause when you just happy to wake up, bro, you live different. When you actually appreciate your breath, you just, I don't know. You might be, you might have solid substance. Cause you understand God woke you up. You know what I'm talking about? And that's a blessing in itself. Cause there's hella people that didn't wake up. You feel me? But for the most part, on the solid substance, Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. We creating a person, we creating a mentality around this motherfucker of a shabby substance. That's what you be worth. You know what I'm talking about? We creating a mentality. We creating Motherfuckers just the opposite of solid substance. You know what I'm talking about? Recreating all that. You ain't gotta be loyal. You could all that lying, cheating, all that backbiting, all that talking, teasing, judging, and all that shit. We creating that kind of person. We breathing life into that type of person. And you say, why is that significant, baby? Because if we creating that kind of person, guess who your friends finna be in a minute? If everybody that type of person right there, guess who you finna be hanging out with in a minute? Y'all don't get it, bruh. Real wide. I was talking to my partner Nate last night. He was one of my motherfucking, he was a youngster from when I used to be working at the airport. But Nate got it a long time ago. You know what I'm talking about? Because a lot of motherfuckers just be thinking Brett J-Cat. You know what I'm talking about? Brett got it a long time ago. He did. He got it a long time ago. The intelligence of the baby cuz. Solid substance. Because just like that good people, bad people shit, solid substance just like that too, folks. You either care who you is or you don't give a fuck. You know what I'm talking about? You either gonna take pride and be proud of who you is, bro, or you not. So you don't give a fuck. You know what I'm talking about? So you gonna have one of them shabby characters. You gonna be that motherfucker around here lying. You gonna be that motherfucker around here stealing. You gonna be that motherfucker around here breaking into people's house. The motherfucker can't trust. You know what I'm talking about? You can't even be in nobody's house by yourself. That is embarrassing, folks. I'm just gonna have to say it. I spoke on this the other day. That is embarrassing, folks. Ain't nothing more embarrassing, folks, than when a motherfucker like you can't be in the motherfucker house by yourself. Like people gotta watch you at all times, or when your kids can't go to people's house because people don't want your kids over there, bro. Them is the most two embarrassing things that there is in the world. I don't know about y'all. I'm just talking for me. Y'all might have two more embarrassing things. But that shit always made, I don't know, because I ain't never been like that myself. You know what I'm talking about? But just watching the other people who used to get did like that, it was almost like them people was dirty. Almost like how you used to be when a rat was on, when you was a known rat. It used to be a filth that came with that. You know what I'm talking about? You was a dirty, like, like, it was a dirtiness that came with that. Yeah, filthiness that came with telling and shit. And that's how I used to, that's how them people used to seem. The people didn't used to seem clean like that. You know what I mean? That's why it's very important, this simple shit. Because the people today, they be tearing y'all ass up. I ain't gonna lie to you. They be talking about y'all like a motherfucker. I ain't bullshitting. That's why it's important just for that small shit. Like I told you, I ain't the best parent. You know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't get no, you know what I'm talking about? I did my thing, though. You know what I'm talking about? So, see, bruh keeps the old school parent kid code, though. You know what I'm talking about? No matter what, you can always call me. You know what I'm talking about? Bruh coming. You know what I'm talking about? So we always got that. But are you just in the problem? You know what I'm talking about? You can call me. You know what I'm talking about? And we gonna get it together. But that's why it's important for the little things, like when you be in the house and shit, and inside your own house. That's why it's important for you to teach your kids to wash their hands, not to be jumping on the couch and shit, and just the shit that you don't be paying attention to. Clean up behind yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Just don't leave shit on the floor. All that shit is important because you'll take your kids to some. See, if they do that shit at home, they gonna do that shit when you go to somebody else's house. And when I was growing up, that shit was a reflection of you. And that's why I said that. Like, because there used to be people when I was little that didn't nobody want them and their kids to come over. They'd be like, I don't want to, you know what I'm talking about? And that just made that person seem dirty. You know what I'm talking about? And that's crazy. Solid substance, folks. You know what I mean? But we living in the day of the shabby character, folks. We living in the day of the slow con man everything is slow game. Everybody got an ulterior motive. You know what I'm talking about? Why everybody in their head, listen, this is cold right here, man. You could tell a motherfucker you could be rich but don't nobody know, or you could be broke and popular. You would be surprised how many motherfuckers would rather be broke and popular than rich when nobody couldn't know. Nigga, something straight out of comic book. Because nowadays, and this is why we don't have solid substance, because we in a big ass hurry to be seen. And since you in a big ass hurry to be seen, you don't care how you get looked at. You willing to do anything to be seen. See, I'm a little bit older, so I understand that a lot of y'all might not. But these people ain't never been nobody, folks. This computer is a majority of a lot of these motherfuckers' chance, folks. Motherfuckers ain't never been nothing in real life. Motherfuckers treat them like shit. Don't nobody respect them. They don't really know how to get down for their crown. Like, they fresh out of game. Mouthpiece is in they might, you know what I'm talking about? They mouthpiece is in their thumb and index finger. Like, you just have you actually have especially for the niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. What'd you say, bro? Old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Especially for the niggas, you have a breed of motherfucker running around here. They really don't even know how to communicate with persons like face to face, folks. They so used to their typing. They came up in that era where they do everything. Like, that's the motherfuckers where, I'm telling you, you'll be in a family function, nigga, and motherfuckers is typing. If you ever want to make Brett mad, be next to me somewhere and text me something. And it ain't no like Brett, when I go outside, you come outside. If it ain't nothing like that, you know what I'm talking about? Text me something that ain't no secret code words, bro. That's the easiest way to get Brett mad, bro. I don't understand that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Only time, like I'm saying, like if you ain't texting me no secret code word, like bro, we finna, you know what I'm talking about? And you just ask me a question, nigga. I'm telling you, I tell my niece and I be telling my niece and my daughter that shit all the time, man. Man, if y'all don't get up out of here with that new millennium ass shit, man. On some real shit. This breed of person right here, they really don't do good in the physical form. Like they socially awkward and shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because they've been programmed to this computer, texting and shit. They don't really know how to hold conversation. I'm telling you, bro, they be socially awkward as a motherfucker. Hella nervous and shy and like just weird, bro. On some real shit. Solid substance. But on this motherfucker right here, and I might be up here too long, man, because I got things to do. But we raising a shabby motherfucker. A shabby character motherfucker. I ain't bullshitting with you. It ain't nothing in these people around here today, folks. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't honest, they disloyal, they scandalous, I don't know, bruh. Because the way I've been living my whole life, folks, I just like I come around as me. I come around with love, folks. I'm not looking from I'm not looking to use you no kind of way. I'm like looking nothing from you and no shit like that. So it's like I said, bro, I come around with love. Now, if you over here on some fake shit, you just gonna tell on yourself, cause I ain't on no fake shit. You know what I'm talking about? So when you start doing that fake ass shit, you gonna tell on yourself fucking with baby cuz. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna blow your cover fucking with me, and I'm just gone. I ain't gotta fuck with you. That's what I understand, bro. I ain't gotta fuck with you. I'm fine by my motherfucking self. But we raising that shabby character. You know what I'm talking about? That dirty person. That motherfucker who ain't to be trusted. You know what I'm talking about? And I just don't get that. Because like I said, I've always took pride in being me. I ain't never wanted a bunch of bullshit on my motherfucking name, bruh. I ain't never wanted that shit. Ever. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all just be running around here saying shit when it's convenient. Like all y'all just be blurting out, nigga, oh, I got my balls in my word. Y'all just be saying little catchphrases and shit. Y'all don't be knowing what that shit mean. No, you don't. Y'all don't understand how to be solid. You know what I'm talking about? Because like I said, we raising a shabby person now. So all y'all come with is that fake ass shit. It's just a bunch of fake shit. I ain't bullshitting with you. It's just a bunch of fake shit. So you come around this motherfucker looking to steal. You come around this motherfucker looking for you just looking for a way to use somebody to hop the fence. You don't give a fuck who you fuck over. You don't give a fuck how you fuck over them. You just trying to you just looking for a chance for you. So you just walk around fucking people over. Think it's getting you further, but really it might get you further for that minute, but you putting yourself behind. Cause ain't nothing in your character. So all you doing is building a track record of fucking people over. So it's only so many people you can fuck over before you done fucked over everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Then like you just burnt every bridge. I keep telling you, like them people that killed my partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga killed the only motherfucker who would have sent him some money. Nigga got life. You know what I'm talking about? That's how the game will roll out for you. The universe gonna spank you. So it don't really what you put into this motherfucker is what you gonna get back out. And that's the thing that's just mind boggling to me. I ain't bullshitting. I don't understand how you think that you're going to be fake and something real is going to happen. Like all you run around and do is bullshit and you expect to get I don't know, you expect to get blessed with some bullshit. You gonna get blessed with some bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? That's gonna be your blessing, some more bullshit. You really gonna be in some bullshit then. You know what I'm talking about? Your blessing. I ain't bullshitting with you, man. Motherfucker, something straight out of comic book, bruh. Like, we really losing understanding. We really losing grips of reality. We really losing ourselves. I ain't bullshitting with you. I ain't bullshitting with you. Just like on this Sunday, bruh, like, yeah, man, don't lose yourself. And that's gonna be the moral of this story, man. That's why it's good to be responsible for yourself. That's why it's good to know who the fuck you is, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be one of these motherfuckers running around here with that shabby. You know what I'm talking about? You be that solid substance motherfucker, man. You be that motherfucker that's dependable. You be that motherfucker that niggas trust. You be that motherfucker that motherfuckers believe. You know what I'm talking about? You be that motherfucker that's just that you know what I'm talking about? You that good energy. You know what I'm talking about? You be that motherfucker that play the game even. You know what I'm talking about? Because everybody else doing that other shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? And as you see, that shit just breeds mess, bruh. You ain't gonna never get nothing positive out no mess. You ain't gonna never get no solution out of arguing. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't gonna never get further going backwards. You know what I'm talking about? But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. And with that right there, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember, it don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of that love, man.